Hi, I'm Jamie Rice, and you're watching ComicsVerse. I'm here with Amy Reeder and Brandon Montclare, and they both work on Rocket Girl. And I just want to ask how you guys enjoying Special Editions so far.
It's pretty awesome. Actually, it's doing really well. We've been super busy. It's almost like it's a new Comic-Con to have in the fall.
Yeah.
I mean, not in the fall, in the summer.
I think for the first 10 minutes, everyone was racing to get the October New York Comic Con tickets, but since then it's been pretty busy. Yeah, so we were a little worried at the first launch, but then it's been pretty cool. So yeah.
So I wanted to first ask you guys about Rocket Girl. So what are you guys doing with that, and how's it going so far?
Rocket Girl just started its new arc. The next issue is out, issue 6, and so we're just basically working on that and trying to promote that and get people to read it. It's going to be a really wild story arc that will end in like massive ways, and so we're just excited to share it with everybody.
Yeah, exactly like Amy said, it's good to be back. It's good to have the first issue out, because after being sitting for so long, and the fans digging it, and they're happy that it's back. So it's been a lot of fun. So a lot is going to be happening in the next 4 issues, and for the rest of this year, people get to kind of follow along again, right? So
Brandon, I know you've been an editor and like an artist and a writer, and I was wondering how has being an editor affected the way that you do your work?
Yeah, I was an editor, obviously, with no intention of doing writing after the fact. I really liked editing. But so if anything, it's like it almost taught me how to be a writer just by dealing with scripts and dealing with creative people. And comics is very collaborative. It's not a lot of people, but it's writers and artists, and maybe if, sometimes you have a penciler, an inker, and a colorist. Amy does all that stuff. But probably the best thing I learned from being an editor is just how to deal with other creative people. And as you know, as a writer, it's giving your artists good stuff and making sure that they can do their best work, which is kind of what you do as an editor for all the creative teams. So it's been helpful.
So going off of that question, since you guys collaborate together, how does the collaboration process work for you guys? Does it work well, hopefully?
Yeah, definitely. Well, we're really good friends, so I feel like we have something that it's hard to find in a lot of these collaborative pairings, because we're not afraid to talk to each other about what we really think. We're not worried about egos at all, and we can handle communicating things, and so we really both get what we want out of it. It's great, and I think it ends up showing in the story, that we both believe in what we're doing.
Yep. So I just wanted to ask, I love your art for Supergirl, and I was just wondering how you cultivated that look and how you cultivated your own style over the years.
It's interesting. Supergirl was maybe the closest to somebody who kind of looked more like me that I've done, which usually kind of doesn't interest me. So I guess with Supergirl it was kind of weird, because it was like a change, a good change to kind of, I don't know. But I wanted to make her a carefree person. I wanted to make her a teenager, and I wanted her to be something that, when you see her, you empathize with her immediately and see from her point of view, less than, having us just look at her.
Right.
So, yeah.
Really awesome. I just wanted to ask, since we're doing Rocket Girl, you guys have both worked a lot with, women in comics, and I just want to know how you feel about, women behind the scenes in comics and how it's going, and how you feel about, women representation in comics right now. And I'll start with Brandon.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a big question, right? But no, it's definitely, when you look around, the convention, and so many of the fans are female fans, and of all ages, little girls. I mean, someone who's just 6 years old was buying Rocket Girl, and then older fans and cosplayers. They're very enthusiastic. They're certainly here to buy product and support artists and support stories. So, yeah, it really has been for so long kind of untapped territory. So I mean, I agree with the kind of the politics of the issue, but sometimes, that kind of is divisive. So something I always kind of try to make the leveling ground is, it's just good business. There's not enough stories that are going to really appeal to female readers, and there's so many female readers out there that, if you're a publisher or if you're a creator, making sure that you have those kinds of characters is going to be a good business philosophy. And then, of course, I think having female creators, you get better female stories by and large, but, I don't know what it said.
I just think, I think it's growing a lot. I think, it could definitely be more, but I think the growth rate is insane. So it's really shaking things up, and luckily, it's growing because, people are buying it a lot more. That growth has, been going crazy in the last year even. So it's really exciting. Like, it's really exciting to see where it's going to take comics. I really feel like the sensibility is going to be changed a bit, just sort of like how the manga craze really did change the style of comics in general. I think we're going to see a different influence that's really going to freshen up the whole medium. And I think comics are going to do better because women are reading them.
So kind of like on a fun last note, what is your favorite character you've ever drawn or ever gotten to work with?
Oh, well, most people, they've read comics their whole lives and they like think of a specific character they want to draw. I didn't read comics until after college. So my favorite thing ever has just been drawing Rocket Girl. I've always liked doing my own creations. But as far as like just characters that, it was really cool to do a Miles Morales Spider-Man cover. I felt pretty lucky to do that because I really did like that character a lot. So I'll say that one.
Yeah, I agree with Amy. Like the real answer is, it's Rocket Girl. It's the stuff you work on, and sometimes as a fan, you think that's a cop out. They want to hear it's Spider-Man or whatever it is, But it was one of the a Marvel character that I got to work on that I always wanted to and really loved, and I haven't done that much work for Marvel, but I was lucky. Was Howard the Duck. I got to. He was a lead of a Fearsome Four miniseries that I did, and it was a few years ago, so it was before Guardians of the Galaxy, so no one was really paying attention to Howard the Duck, which for me was a good thing because I got to kind of do it my own way, and that was a lot of fun to be able to work on. So, yeah, because unlike Amy, I grew up on all this stuff, so it's kind of that coming.
I knew Howard the Duck though.
Yeah, did you?
Yeah, I watched the movie like over and over again.
Good movie. Is there anything else you want to promote besides Rocket Girl?
No.
Yes.
Well, yes. Oh, our podcast. Yeah. I was thinking of art. No, so we do a podcast called Podcorn, and it's actually making its way into video. We've been transitioning and we're going to be airing every Thursday at 7:30 through Twitch TV, which is normally like a video game, a live video game thing, but like they're trying to branch out, so they're going to have us there and promote us, and I think it's going to be a really exciting thing. We'll have awesome guests, Brandon's awesome radio voice, but also with video, complete with video, and yeah, it'll be awesome.
That's it. Yeah, exactly. Podcornpodcast.com will have all the information.
Yeah.
We've been doing the audio for a while, but again, next Thursday, it's June 11th, the official launch, that we're going to be live every Thursday on video. So,
Thank you very much. I'm Jamie, and you've been watching ComicsVerse.